Hey guys, it's like 9 o'clock at night, taking the dog on a walk, and I'm actually walking through a part of this park. It's our neighborhood park. The last time I was here, I saw a coyote, so if I get attacked, then, well, some of you watching the video will be very excited. Anyway, look, I know the last podcast was a little rough, and I kind of got in the weeds a little bit. That's a place I'm not. That's a place I don't enjoy to go to. It's not that I'm not comfortable to do it. I am. I don't mind talking about things that I'm passionate about. One thing I am passionate about is the city of Huber Heights. I know some people question why a guy 1,000 miles away is still passionate about his hometown. Well, I just am. I was born and raised in Huber Heights. It means something to me. I've been back every year. I've flown back home every year, at least once a year, to either visit family or friends, go watch a concert, or I was back there, 3-4 weeks ago. I didn't make a big noise about it, but I was back there. Stopped in Kroger's, Starbucks. Actually bought some stuff to fix my son some pancakes. He's a hard-working fella out there, trying to find himself in the world, which all young men will do. But anyway, I'm passionate, and I'll be back in a few weeks. And I know the podcast rubs some people the wrong way, and for that, I apologize. I don't want to do that. That wasn't really the goal. The goal wasn't to set off and have a firestorm of a podcast, Truman's Town Hall. Well, we started off as inspired and admired, interviewing people that had cool stories, or if I found a cool story, I would tell it. And I like that idea a lot. It just kind of, when the election came around in 2016, I believe, 2017, I was interested because I had just left, and I wanted to talk to those politicians because I knew I'd be back. And I wanted to meet, because there was a lot of new folks, new faces that I wanted to talk to. And for the most part, we got to talk to everybody. But then, all right, well, we got something out there. No, it ran off. That was cool. Last time I was in this little park, there was a coyote. So just got to make sure my dog, who I'm walking, doesn't get eaten. Anywho, yeah, so I was interested in those folks. And I think if you go back and listen to those podcasts, you'll see that it was all about providing information, and that's where it started. But when I express my opinions and folks attack those opinions in a seriously negative way, I've got to defend them. And I use the meetings as my evidence, and I use articles as evidence, and I use history as evidence to where things are and where things should be going. Government transparency is hugely important. I don't know if you understand this, but there have been times that government has covered up certain incidents, and even city governments. But the fact remains that in Huber Heights, when I'm back there in June, or around there in June, that everybody's neighbors, and there are friends. Friends join together and they want to get their friends elected, and the other friends want to get their friends elected, and then that's just the way it is. But, you know, I think the focus should really be on who's doing the right thing, who is going to give the city of Huber Heights their best. And so at this time, that's what I question. And I'll continue to question that. And I'll continue to pay attention. Right now, we got about an average of 35 downloads per episode on Truman's Town Hall. It's not a lot. It's not a lot, but it's growing. And we'll keep plugging away. We'll keep doing the research, and I'm just going to reach out to other people, talk to other people, and we'll figure it out together. But it takes all of you to get involved as well and showing up. So if you have time, even if you don't have time to stay for the whole meeting, find out, look up on hhoh.org, find out where your interesting agenda item is and try to make it in there in time for that. I don't know. But that's it for now. I just wanted to come to you, let y'all know that, hey, we're going to keep plugging away. And I know there are people that are upset with me about that podcast. And honestly, I watched something today that had me think, I need to kind of, I'm not going to stop pointing things out, but maybe dial it back a little bit on the intensity. I don't think that would be a problem or an issue. I don't know. You got to reevaluate constantly. Self-improvement. That's what I always look for in myself. And hopefully you look for it in yourself. And I'm looking down at my dog, and I don't know if we've been moving, so I do not like to let my dog drop a deuce in the yard and not pick it up. Because here in my neighborhood, there's a Facebook page. And a lot of people have video cameras. And they will post you on the neighborhood Facebook page for letting your dog take a dump in their yard and not picking it up. I wouldn't do that. Even if they didn't have Facebook cameras, I think it's rude. But anywho, I think it's funny that they actually do that. They post it. All right, it's about 10 minutes of my nightly walk. I enjoy walking at night. It's peaceful. All right, I'm gonna do a podcast tomorrow, talk about the agenda for Tuesday. I will see you on Truman's Town Hall.